Sawadee Kap. Welcome to Break Time with Monte. Today's story, New U.S. Ambassador. Glenn Davies, former U.S. envoy to North Korean policy, approved by U.S. Senate as new ambassador to Thailand. The position vacant for 10 months. The last step before taking up post in Bangkok. New U.S. ambassador to Thailand, announced by U.S. Senate. The U.S. Senate has voted to approve the appointment of Glenn Davies, a former U.S. envoy for North Korean policy, as the new ambassador to Thailand, to fill a position vacant for 10 months. This development was reported Thursday morning in a tweet by the U.S. Charge d'Affaires, W. Patrick Murphy. The Senate vote was the last hurdle before Mr. Davies can depart for Bangkok to take up the post. Mr. Davies was nominated as the next U.S. ambassador by President Barack Obama in mid-April. All ambassador appointments must have Senate approval. The nomination was welcomed by the National Council for Peace and Order, NCPO, when it was announced. Mr. Davies will arrive in Bangkok during difficult relations between the U.S. and Thailand following the military coup against the elected government of Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra in May last year. The Obama administration has criticized the military takeover, cut off some aid, and called for a swift return to elections. There are also tensions on the human rights front. The U.S. downgraded Thailand in June of last year to the lowest possible rating in its annual Trafficking in Persons report and left it there last month. Washington said Thailand has not met the minimum standard for eliminating the crime. The government has also said it has intensified its efforts to end the use of forced labor. Mr. Davies is a career member of the U.S. Foreign Service and is now a senior advisor in the Bureau of East Asian and Pacific Affairs at the Department of State. Prior to that, he was a special representative for North Korea policy from 2012 to 2014. He has served as the U.S. envoy to the United Nations and the International Atomic Energy Agency in Vienna from 2009 to 2012. Mr. Davies replaces Christy Kinney, who became Deputy Assistant Secretary for Public Diplomacy and Public Affairs in the East Asian and Pacific Affairs Bureau in November, after leaving the embassy in Bangkok. And now, today's vocabulary. Administration, administration. Advisor, advisor. Aid, aid. Ambassador, ambassador. Annual, annual. Appointment, appointment. Approval, approval. Approve, approve. Approved, approved. Assistant, assistant. Bureau, bureau. Career, career. Charge d'Affaires, charge d'Affaires. Commentary, commentary. coup, coup, criticized, criticized, depart, depart, deputy, deputy, development, development, diplomacy, diplomacy, diplomat, diplomat, downgrade, downgrade, effort, effort, elect, elect, election, election, eliminate, eliminate, embassy, embassy, envoy, envoy, expert, expert, force, force, forced, forced, former, former, front, front, high profile, high profile, human rights, human rights, hurdle, 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 intensify, intensify, labor, labor, member, member, military, military, minimum, minimum, National Council for Peace and Order, NCPO, National Council for Peace and Order, NCPO, nominated, nominated, nomination, nomination, policy, policy, position, position, post, post, prior, prior, public, public, rating, rating, relations, relations, replace, replace, representative, representative, Senate, Senate, senior, senior, standard, standard, swift, swift, take up, take up, take over, take over, tension, tension, trafficking, trafficking, U.S. Foreign Service, U.S. Foreign Service, vacant, vacant, vacate, vacate, welcome, welcome. That's today's story and vocabulary. You have a great day. I'll see you next time here on Break Time with Monte.